Welcome, lovely friend. I am so thrilled to announce this beautiful new Peconic shawl. This shawl by Erica was designed to whisk you away to a very relaxing space where you're calmed by the sea and warmed by the sun. It's a traditional triangular shawl that captures the beauty of Long Island's East End, the soft sands, the beautiful tides, and the shimmering sunlight on the waves. To grab this beautiful yarn and this pattern, head on over to expressionfiberarts.com, and while you're there, be sure to sign up for email and for text updates for weekly free knit and crochet patterns. You're gonna find these beautiful shimmering diamonds here at the start that almost seem to shatter as you shift down into lace, just like the sun shattering across the waves. And this center band draws the eye down to the lovely lacy border. This lovely design begins here at the center and increases 4 stitches on every right side row. Because the patterning happens only on the right side, it really keeps you engaged and moving along at a steady rhythm while still being meditative. When making this design, you're gonna find that the first and the last 3 stitches of every row are worked in garter stitch, which creates a beautiful edge. And as I said, you do increase 4 stitches on every right side row, which really allows the fabric to gracefully expand as it grows. And on the wrong side rows, other than the 3 stitches you're working at the beginning and the end that are garter stitch, you're just working purl stitches. So nice and easy. This shawl does begin with your classic Garter Tab Cast On, which is super easy to work. To work a Garter Tab Cast On, you're gonna start with your color and cast on 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Next, you're gonna knit 8 rows. These are gonna be teeny tiny little rows. 1, 2, and 3. There's row 1. One, 2, 3. There's row 2.
I like these little mini rows.
You like these little mini rows?
Yeah.
Me too. 2, 3. There's 3. It feels like we're knitting a little scarf for a mouse. 1, 2, 3. There's 4.
Why not a rat?
Well, I like mice better. 1, 2, 3. There's 5. Or a squirrel.
Chipmunk?
Mm-hmm. What's the difference between a squirrel and a chipmunk? 1, 2, 3. There's 6. 2 more rows. 1, 2, 3. There's 7. And 1, 2, 3. There's 8 rows. So we have our little chipmunk scarf. Now for our setup row 1, we're gonna knit 3 stitches and place a stitch marker. So go ahead and grab a stitch marker, and you're gonna actually rotate your work 90 degrees. You go boop. And if you look, we have 4 garter ridges here. We're going to pick up stitches through each of those and knit along this edge. So go ahead and grab this stitch here. Go ahead and knit that. There's 1. Jump down to the next ridge. Pick up this stitch and knit into that. There's 2. Jump down to the next one and pick that up. Knit into that. That's 3. And then into the next one, pick up that. Knit into that. And you have 4 stitches picked up on that side. Now you're going to go ahead and place another marker. You're going to rotate 90 degrees again. Boop. And we're back to our original cast on edge. For the final 3 stitches we need to pick up, they're going to be here along our original cast on edge. And just find 3 stitches that look correct. You don't have to be super specific. It's going to look great. 1, 2, and 3, and you just knit those. So you now have all of your stitches ready for the next row. Starting a project this shape with a garter tab cast on creates a really smooth, clean edge and allows your project to block out beautifully without puckering. I did want to mention too that when you're making this shawl, keep in mind that if you are reading the chart, it only represents half of the shawl stitches and does not include the border stitches. So if you were only to work the chart, you would end up with half a shawl and no borders, which I'm assuming you don't want. So just make sure that you do your 3 stitches for your first border, you follow your chart, you repeat your chart, and then you work your final 3 border stitches. It's kind of nice. Once you work the first half of any row, the second half is a breeze because you've already worked it. If you ever get confused, you can just follow the written instructions. For example, here's how you work row 9. For row 9, you start with your border stitches, which are 3 knit stitches. And you're going to have a stitch marker because you're going to have all your, obviously, rows 1 through 8. I'll just go ahead and pop one on there. So slip your stitch marker, which helps to visibly separate your border from your inside body stitches. Then you're going to work the chart, which for this row consists of knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, knit 1. Now you're going to repeat from the little asterisk once more. And if you were following along on the chart, you repeat the chart another time here. Again, you work knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 3, 2, 3, yarn over, knit 1. And then here we are at our final border stitches. You're already going to have a stitch marker here. I'll just slide one on and go ahead and finish off with your garter stitch border, which is 3 knit stitches. And if you do move on, so for example row 10 and all of the wrong side rows, you go ahead and knit those border stitches. That's how you get garter stitch. Slip your stitch marker and then you just simply purl all of these stitches back to the other marker. Nice and easy. It's a very relaxing pattern. It'd be wonderful for cozying up on the beach, the waves tickling your toes, the breeze in your hair. It's very meditative, very soothing, and I love patterns like that. And it's a great pattern too if you haven't worked lace. It's just simple stitches. And you're only working the lace on the right side rows, so it's just a lovely pattern. Purl until you reach your stitch marker here at the end. Slide that and then you'll knit the final 3 stitches for your border. And following the row instructions are just as simple as that. We've chosen to showcase this Peconic shawl in our hand-dyed Expression Fiber Arts Luster Sport Minis, which are always so popular, and the kit is called Scintillating Hues. It's a gorgeous sea-inspired blend of these sumptuous blues, golds, and this lovely green tone. These shades echo the sea, the grass-lined dunes, and the shimmering sandbars of the coast. The yarn is super soft and it's long wearing, and it holds blocking really beautifully, and it just shines like the sparkling sea. But the beauty of the Peconic shawl is its versatility. You can make it in a single color, you can make it in a gorgeous ombre fade, or do the suggested color changes like mentioned in the pattern to mirror the glowing coastal horizon. If you would love a chance to win this gorgeous Scintillating Hues, just make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and comment the word ocean below. To grab this beautiful yarn and this pattern, head on over to expressionfiberarts.com. As you knit this stunning piece, I hope you feel a sense of connection to the sea breeze, the golden light, and the peaceful shores that it was inspired by. So go ahead and grab your needles, pick your favorite yarn palette, and let the waves guide you stitch by stitch. I will see you next week, my friend, with another beautiful design. Bye!